One of the most important features in SmartMet is the ability to visualize sounding data. You can open the sounding view using this icon here. It says sounding view. It opens like this. You can modify the scaling of the temperature and the pressure levels using your mouse, so left clicking and right clicking over these scales. You can visualize both observed data and model data, and also at the same time. For example, if I want to visualize the observed sounding from the last night, I click the sounding. It means observed sounding. And then I need to click on the map. But I also need to change my time step so that I have an observed sounding available. So for example, 00, we have one observed sounding available here. So I can just click here, and then I see as this blue curve the observed sounding of this station from 00 UTC. You can also see the timestamp here in the sounding view. I can verify how the model is performing if I add with the same time the ECMWF model sounding. You can visualize other model data as well. So if you want to see how the model sounding looks like, you can choose what models you wish and then go to that time on the time scale and then just click to that point where you want to see the sounding from. You can also drag your mouse and see how the vertical structure is changing. This is also available in MapView 2 and MapView 3. But if you do not see your sounding icon, as you can see, as I click, it is changing the soundings on the right hand side, but I can't see the blue triangle anywhere. Go to Extra Map View settings and tick Show Sounding Markers on Map. You can also edit the sounding. So if I now choose just ECMWF and zoom a little bit, then with holding my mouse's left click and dragging, I can modify the dew point temperature, and using the mouse's right button and drag, I can modify the temperature curve. You can visualize the sounding parameters using this stub int button here at the top. It shows you some key values, and these values are changed when you modify your sounding. You can also change the temperature lines to be more skewed, so skew T can be set on using this button here. Without it, it's emogram. Also, it is possible to have side view 2, where you can see information about total cloud cover and wind speed, for example. If you wish to see the text data, you can tick it on. Then you can see pressure, temperature, dew point temperature, geopotential height, wind speed, and wind direction from all the pressure levels available. If you have done some changes to your sounding and you wish to return it to the original settings, you can do it using the R button. So when you press it, it clears all the modifications. And if you need to do some changes in settings, you can do it here from the Set button. MT stands for map time, so if you click it on and you change your time on the timeline, it is using the same point you have chosen, but it is changing the sounding to be aligned with the new time you are watching at. And lastly, you can also open Hodograph using the Hodograph button.